Yo guys, what's up? It is Mechabellum gameplay coming up. I'm going to be showing you whatever I'm going to be playing soon, but I just wanted to let you know that a new patch just dropped, update 0.8.3.4, which is a lot of numbers. I took a look at this patch and I'm just going to spoil it. I like every single change in this patch. I feel like the Mechabellum devs have a very good handle on the state of the meta at high level play and in general, so I like all of the changes. It's a pretty small one, we'll just go through it and we start the gameplay. The Vulcan extended range card will no longer also increase attack. I believe this was 40% bonus damage. It also gave bonus range, but it dropped their health by 35%. This was so sick. It was one of the best cards in the game. Anytime you saw this, you were almost forced to pick it unless you had something very strong going on otherwise. Give Vulcans Igniting Scorch. It's called Scorching Fire. Give them Scorching Fire on range and this extended range Vulcan card, and it was just insane. It's probably still very good, but it's a fair balanced nerf. Melting Points were, in my opinion, too effective at killing single targets. Or at least that's their job, so that's what they should be effective at. They're expensive, but they were too tanky and they had too much range. And they still have a lot of range, but at least they won't be as tanky. A rather large 15% health decrease feels fair, and I think it's a good change that they did that. Next up, Mustang Missile Interceptor. Interception efficiency is increased by 40%. This is interesting because as of right now, Mustangs look like they're supposed to be a good counter to Stormcallers. However, every missile interceptor in this game functions a little differently. The War Factory Missile Interceptor is actually by far the best. The Sabertooth is pretty good, and the Mustang is one of the worst. It's somewhat inaccurate, somewhat accurate, but the main issue is that Mustangs use the same actual gun on their, the vehicle, the mech, when you zoom in and you look. It's the same gun for actual auto attacks, dealing damage, as well as doing missile intercepting. So anytime they're busy with missile intercepting, they're actually not attacking, which is one of the reasons why many people say the upgrade on them is somewhat of a trap. I think it's neither a trap nor the bee's knees. I think the upgrade is a potential option if you have Mustangs and you want to reduce Stormcaller damage. But now that it's going to be more efficient, even the pros who look down on this upgrade and pretty much never get it, maybe at least considering it a bit more than before. Then there's the Tarantula, who I feel is too effective at clearing chaff, too good of a starting unit, and too much health. You don't have to address all of it. You want to avoid triple nerfs for a unit, but at least one of those. So Tarantula is going to have a 5% health decrease, which I think is fair. They're still going to be a good unit, but I do think it's fair. Then, initial unit. When you start with Marksmen and Mustang, this is generally considered to be a weak opening. In fact, most of the high-level players value the best starting units over even what specialist it is. So they're not even really thinking about aerial specialist. They're not really thinking about elite, or what am I going to do with the elite? When will I start forts? They're just looking, is it Marksman and Tarantula? Yes? Okay, let's go. Is it Crawler Tarantula? Yes? Okay, let's go. Right? And the specialist doesn't really matter because the momentum that offers allows you to layer threats and force your opponent to constantly respond to you, and you're just leading away with the game, and you can go into greedy directions that your opponent doesn't have the luxury of doing. So the Marksman Mustang and in general the Mustang opening are a little weak when it's your starting card of units. And it looks like they're going to be giving 200 bonus HP to the commander, to the specialist, your health total, in order to compensate for the somewhat weaker opening. That can help you out to be a bit greedier and pick up a top supply specialist that you may otherwise not dare to pick up for feeling that it's too greedy. And then the Crawler Tarantula opening probably showed on the internal telemetry for the developers that it's going to be too strong, and they're actually gonna lose 300 extra health on a starting commander. So whatever specialist base HP is, when that came equipped with a Crawler Tarantula, it deducted 100. So let's say, I don't know for sure, but I think maybe Supply Specialist might have a baseline 4000 HP, because I've seen him with 3900 sometimes, and maybe that was as an effect of negative 100. So that would mean that Supply Specialist with Crawler Tarantula would start with 360, well, 3600 health. it's a pretty low amount of health, and you need to play very clean. And this is a strong opener, so then that would help. Cool. Then we've got Sticky Oil Bomb. Skill can only appear once as a reward from drops. Then we have Incendiary Bomb, same thing. Notice that Nuke, Orbital Strike could still appear multiple times apparently, including Wasp Swarm and, you know, many of the others. But maybe these were some of the strongest seeming ones. I don't have access to their data and I don't have a strong opinion on it, but it seems fine. The attack upgrades from the left side tower gave 10 and 20% bonus damage after considering a unit's total health and damage from their level ups, but before cast control specialist. Apparently that's the order. First you look at the baseline health and damage of a unit after upgrading, then you add a 10%. And so now that's going to be 12 and 24. Note that the defense upgrades of the same cast, probably called defense enhancement, are 15 and 30%. So defense still a little stronger, which makes sense because it may not always help with a breakpoint. Attack generally is better in games, so it makes sense it's a little bigger. For comparison, in Warcraft 3, attack and defense are both worth about 12.5% for every upgrade. So Warcraft decided to go with a kind of equivalency, even though things are never equal, because again, attack upgrades are much better in the game in general because you decide what you want to focus fire and kill, at least in that game. Unit drops, nerfed high-level Rhino and Wraith cards. I don't know how, so I can't comment. I do think that a level 3 or level 4 Wraith is a very powerful flanking card that requires a larger investment to stop it than what the Wraith itself might cost. Which can be tough for an opponent to deal with and can be like, I win this round card. Don't have a strong opinion on this. I didn't feel like it was a problem, but that's probably because I'm not playing at high enough level yet. They're also going to nerf large quantity melting point cards. What's that, like 2-3 melting points in one drop? And they fixed several issues. Pretty small patch, but overall I think in particular the first half rubbed me the right way. I think it's good. Now let's jump into some games. Alright, so we're going to be going for Vulcan Phoenix Hard Force. And there is a Marksman Specialist start with Marksman. That feels like a great start. Bro, you're 1500 MMR asking questions. You're not a noob. Yeah, but chat is like 2k. You already build Vulcan Marks every game? No, I don't. I just thought you was, though. I was what? That's all. Is it not true that it's the hallmark of a wise man that he consults chat? It's the hallmark of a wise man that he can consider a thought without adopting it. The Vulcan is going to be right in front of our tower. So we'll build around that. Vulcan will be right here on both sides. Yeah, just gonna be Fangs in front. Of course, right now we have Stormcaller issues. How am I supposed to focus like this? Let's see. Wow, 3 sets of crawlers. Stormcrawlers. He's a quick supply specialist. He's warning... Oh, man. Get him. Stormcaller Enjoyer, huh? I think we need to go for some Mustangs with Missile Interceptor, no? Or do we just solve it with crawlers? Start building out our crawler line right now? Oh, there it is. There's the Mustang. And I prefer them to Sabertooth. They're also a form of chaff, yeah. Okay, let's just do it. Don't judge. Yep, Mustang got buffed. Thank you for writing everything in caps, Lil Pitchfork. That's really useful. I've been asking my chat to write in all caps for years, but they never do it because they hate me. But you, to a degree, I should be crawling in my skin. I should be crawling in front of him. No problem, man. All caps for you, Grubber. Aw, thanks. This is so much better. I'm so glad I asked for it. Oh, Sabertooths. Okay. I didn't expect them to split this early. But I guess they really have infinite acquisition range. Yeah, Sabertooths are of course going to slaughter my tarantulas. He made sure that his Sabertooth is not on the orange man side, the higher level one. The cool thing is, Mustangs, even without Missile Interceptors, are a small soft counter. Just because they're fast moving. And so they can actually dodge a lot of shots. That's incredible. Even without interceptors, they did very well. I did not expect to win this round. Hey Grubby, I love your stream and way of thinking about games. You definitely inspire the Grubsters to think differently and spread positivity. Quick question that has probably already been asked. Any plans to stream Deadlock when it's out and polished? I will stream it the moment it's allowed to be streamed. I've not played it privately yet. Have you? And do you think it's good? And also, I'm not fantastic at FPS. And so I do expect it will be a tough game for me to learn. Do I want Speed Specialist? Yes. Yes, I do. This may still not be the round where I upgrade Missile Intercept. I think this is a token opportunity to make mass Jeff. Need Fangs though? We'll make Fangs soon. I think it's Vulcan in round 5. Next round is Fangs and maybe Marksman range. That's what I'm thinking. I'm a huge Deadlock enjoyer, but I gotta say the game is brutal for new players. Wow. Well, at least they learned from Artifact, didn't make a hard game. Are we going for Assman again? No, we're forcing a different composition this time, which is Vulcan Marksmen. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, you can really tell the movement speed. This round should be a loss. But once we click up, Marksman range, Missile Interceptor. It's gonna help. It's not a big loss though. There's one crawler here going absolutely ham. What's this, by the way? You see this? Whoa. Hey, we won. Cool. Oh, I guess that's always there. Looks sick. Nice little detail. Selling Tarantula will give you more money for Vulcan and Vulcan tech. And you're thinking that Tarantula aren't doing that much anyway? Yeah, you're right, actually. Extended range fortress. Unfortunately, not what we're going for. It's a visual cue that the tower action was performed. Ah, that's what it is. Also, they learned from Blizzard RTS. See, that's what I like. Take the good systems and reiterate on them. I mean, oil is going to be good with Vulcans later. Or I could do it now. Yeah, let's just sell Tarantulas. Who cares? Are they part of the plan? No. No, they're not. Can you watch a swarm unit POV? What is a swarm unit? That should have been a marksman. I guess one Mustang is better. We might still click Missile Intercept. A Crawler? Alright. I'll watch Crawler. You like this? Ah! This is so sick. This is actually so cool. There's so much detail in the game. Yeah. This reminds me of Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2. The Dungeon Keeper was like, bring me focus. I have no idea how my strategy went. We won. We learned a lot. It was great. Shall we watch each game like this? Homeworld 3 POV, yeah. That crawler, I mean, that was the third crawler, but yeah, it survived. Senior attack specialist. Okay. Oh, he smoked me. So we got Missile Interceptor this round. We're gonna sell the other Tarantula. So we can now get another Vulcan, or we could get Vulcan range. Vulcan could be a fun watch. Level up crawlers. I don't think I'm gonna level up crawlers, right? There's no point to it. 782, 391. There is a small point to it if he doesn't upgrade. Yeah, okay, let's get the Vulcan. It's a bit sucks to put it here though because of the smoke. Don't think it's gonna do much. But put it more left. What, just for the smoke? Put it all the way here? It's a bad round to add a Vulcan. It's fine. Arclight range. So next round we need marksman range and more marks. This was a good round because we added Mustang Missile Interceptor. So that may help quite a bit. Yep, like pretty much no missiles landed. It's actually so goated now. It's so good now, actually. Okay, I think Vulcan POV is better than Crawler. What do you think? Like, we can actually see the fight. No crawler's better. Imagine this guy like tries to stream snipe. I'm not saying he is, right? Just he tries to. And he's like, man, this guy really studied the game. This is a very serious try-hard player. Let's check out how he's experiencing the battle, what he sees, and what comment he has on the battle. And he sees me like on top of the Vulcan. Like, oh my god, he's an idiot. He's just playing for eye candy. Oh, extended range Vulcan. That's sick. Let's get their range. Let's get marksman range. Okay, cool. That's very cool. That's very cool. Now let's get 3 marks. Okay. Is there anything else that needs selling? No. Alright, then let's watch him and get back to our POV. Let's see what he's doing. Hey, the icon on the Vulcan though is kind of ruining things, no? Let's go somewhere else. Eye candy matters the most, hence why gacha games sell many waifu skins. What games do that? Can you tell me so I can avoid them? Oh no, this is no good. It's too low. Let's go to our level 4 marksman. Here we go. Oh! Oh, you can press left and right to switch units that are nearest. That's so sick.
This is perfect to prevent stream sniping, and that POV gives me Star Wars Battlefront vibes.
Is that a good game? Oh, oh my god, he has got Sabertooth's field maintenance and ranged. We need Scorching Fire. Maybe. Oh shit, my marksman tech is still meme. Ass mode and shooting squad. My bad. I'm still on the old build. It's a shooter you would have enjoyed. Yeah. I played Delta Force. I saw Delta Force 2 is coming out. Did you see that? Like 25 years after the first one. I'm afraid because people tend to exploit fan bases of games. Of old games that we loved. Oh my god, he went for 3 fire badgers, but this time we have elite marksman and we've got scorching fire. And we have tower range. Without Mustang range, your Vulcans outrange them and make them frontline. Which is good, right? Next round we can get best partner. Vulcans have 170 range. Is that balanced? Ooh, they're really latching onto those sabers until marksmen free them. Despite the scorch.
Greetings, friend.
Yo, Spotswood, thanks for the sub, appreciate it. Hey, another win with a build that has actual merit instead of going to 10 different units. You know, I feel like every single time I play less and less disciplined, with less of a plan, I make 10, 15 different units, each with 1 upgrade. I'm aware that it's bad. I try to lock it down again. But then I see cute things, like a kid in a candy shop. I'm like, oh, I want that one, and I want that one, I want that one. Every time we bring it back and we tighten up to 1, 2, 3 unit types, even if we're hard forcing beyond potential logic, it starts going better again. All I'm saying is, I kept doing like 10 different things. I'm not saying don't adapt, right? But focusing on a couple of units that work well together within known configurations of good synergies is good. It's good. It's good. Of course, high MMR can use all strats, but they're not using 7 strats at the same time. That's all I'm saying. Like sometimes I revert to the campaign level thinking, like people play Warcraft 3 and then they're like getting a Hunter's Hall and they're getting 4 Moonwells and a shop, and then they get to tier 2 and they start 3 bear upgrades, but they don't have any bears. Or maybe they get a little bit of everything. 2 altars.